Hello boys and girls, welcome back to Robin's Taste, and it was a long time ago I made one of those movie update stuff that I used to do for like 2 years ago. But I'm gonna do it again because, I don't know, I'm just in the mood to talk, and since nobody in this house is listening to me, I may as well do it in front of you guys. Let's begin with Pieces. This is an Italian giallo film. A lot of people think it's a slasher, but I say it's more of a giallo film. There's so much kills going on in this movie, and I think that's the reason why some people think it's too goofball-y, because it has no real reason of consistency. We have a lot of death scenes that doesn't really lead to anything in the movie, but in the end of the day I actually like it for what it is. I like the goofiness, because we have this random scene where a kid goes rampage and starts punching a woman with ninja kicks and stuff, and then it goes like, "Oh, sorry, I thought you were someone else," or something like that. It's really weird to see, and yeah, it was a really good movie. The Colors on Roads. This is an Italian movie from Sergio Leone. It's not as good as The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, but it's obviously an interesting movie. Very visionarily beautiful, well performed. But it feels like the director didn't really have the edge of actually wanting to make this movie. It feels like it wasn't really his type of film or something, because he really goes in for it. He does have some cool set pieces and some interesting actors and stuff, but camera-wise, it feels like the camera isn't quite there. It feels like it's just supposed to capture this big element of cool studio sets, but it's not really good in capturing close-ups and that sort of thing, and it takes away the suspense for me. It's not a bad movie, however. 22 Jump Street. It wasn't that long ago that I saw 21 Jump Street for the second time, and I figure that it's gonna be good to see the sequel, because I heard that this is a great parody of sequels. And it sounds like an interesting concept, but I'm still worried that this movie may focus too much on being a parody of sequels than actually being a real sequel. So we'll see what I think about this one. I'm a bit skeptic, but I do know that some jokes are really good, like the "My name is Jeff" joke, which was a thing back when this movie came out. Sunset Boulevard, black and white movie, a classic. Yeah, I think it's gonna be quite interesting to see this one. I know very little about it, but I do know that it has something to do with the transition from black and white silent movie era to the golden age or silver age Hollywood era, and I think that's gonna be quite cool. Savage Streets with Linda Blair. I heard about this movie before by a friend who told me that it's actually really cool. However, he also liked a lot of gory stuff, like stuff that is very edgy for some people to see. And I think that some scenes in the films that he likes is a bit too much, like rape scenes and such. So I'm not sure if this one is too much for me, but if it's a cool revenge flick, it may actually be pretty badass. Kiss of a Spider-Woman. This is a movie that I wanted to see because I believe this is the film where William Hurt actually got kidnapped for real and was close to get killed. I'm not sure that is the movie, but it feels like it's the film I'm talking about. Also, he's supposed to do a stunning performance in this film, so that sounds really cool. I think he won an Oscar for this one as well. So yeah, I believe it's going to be a very good movie. 077, Our Man in Casablanca, James Bond ripoff, which sounds pretty cool. Apparently there's 2 films with this character, and this is just one of them. So yeah, I needed to see some more anime, so I bought Dark Side Blues, and I have no idea what I'm getting myself into. No clue whatsoever. Fahrenheit 451 is the next, which is made by Francois Truffaut or something, and apparently it's a very big movie. It's a very famous film in historical senses. I got Skyfall on Blu-ray, and I already have it on DVD, so that's pretty cool. Seen it plenty of time, like the film. It's gonna be enjoyable to watch it on Blu-ray. Memento on Blu-ray. Not a huge fan of Nicolas Cage, no, what's his name? Fuck it. But, you know, I think this one is gonna be quite interesting. Never mind that, you know. Night Riders by George A. Romero. Never heard about this movie before, but apparently it stars Ed Harris, Tom Savini, and Stephen King. I think this movie is gonna be really boring, but that cast sounds pretty cool in my eyes. Ears. things, whatever. And Citizen Kane, which I don't think needs to be explained. I haven't seen it. I don't know. It's black and white. It's a classic. Orson Welles. It's a classic. The Citizen Kane movies. Yeah, and I think that's it. If you guys haven't already fallen asleep, you can write down in the comments your little opinions down below, like and subscribe and all that shit. I don't give a fuck. Nobody's watching this goddamn video anyways.